Oh, that sounds terrible.
It did not sound good.
It's a little sick. I'm just saying. There we go. There we go. Better.
Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge.
Hello. How are you?
We have 3 people here so far. I'm glad you're here. Aloha, Dime. It's
there
good
we
to
go.
see you. I'm glad you're here.
I'm very glad you're here.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. We have a few
I
people.
was surprised that no, I'm not surprised. I was waiting for comments because we have all these comments lined up over here because like YouTube kept rejecting the comment you put down. Rah 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 rah. So whatever. She put down
Hi,
a new comment.
Lisa. Thank you for joining us. And Errol, hello. Yes.
Hello.
We have 10 people watching. So I'm just gonna be perfectly clear. We're not talking about it. Okay. If you need support, let us know. And I'm 100% here for you.
Professional services are available.
But we are not talking about it because this is an escape from that. So yeah.
You make yourself clear?
Actually, I think I've made myself perfectly clear.
You put a comment in here on both platforms. It should be quite clear to everybody. So there you go. That's fun.
Yes, this is a place to get away.
Let's get away from it all.
So
yes, there you go. I'm going to point out before we get too far in that, as a matter of fact, some people cannot watch live, but will watch later. And if you do, thank you again, as always. Remember that you cannot comment on existing comments. You can't reply to people as much as you could add a new comment. We appreciate that too. If I see it later, I'll be like, hey, you watched. That's cool. That's great.
Yes.
If you make it through like 2 hours of a rebroadcast when most of this is happening live, that's amazing. But anything is good.
Yes.
A view's a view. It's good for us.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for your cocktail icon.
I like the cocktail. Yeah, I like the cocktail.
That's emoji. Pretty sharp. I'm just telling you. Remember, yeah.
Well, it's true. I could definitely knock back.
Most people here do have access to like a realm of emojis, and you can throw whatever you like.
Hi.
It's kind of great.
Oh, Epo and Flip. Good to see you both. I'm glad you're here. Yes. I hope everyone heard my my screen.
Yes. If you didn't, well, you can scroll back and read. It's easily found.
Yes.
You know what we're here for. You know what we're not here for, because plenty of other people can yammer about whatever the hell they want.
Cool.
We're here to yammer at you.
I think everyone here is cool.
We're here to talk about the topics that you want to talk about, which usually does happen.
BP, good to see you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey, BP. You know, because we usually talk about the topics you want to talk about. Frequently, not the topic that we announced to begin with, and things just kind of go from there. You know, that's great. We ramble on, fun things happen, conversation goes. This is a forum and a safe space, and all are welcome. So there you go. You know, as long as people keep it civil.
As long as you keep a lid on it.
As long as you keep it civil. That's the point.
Yes. Cocktails.
Well, Lisa's waiting for
I have some good ones for
cocktails.
I have some good ones for you this evening.
I got some good ones. I thought about it and I said, what? I need something that would like put my mind at ease. And I thought about 2 great ones. And I think we can do that. Oh, I got to see if I got all the ingredients. So please keep running.
Okay. So I see we've got more people joining. Yay. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here. All right. So I said cozy cocktails this evening. Yeah, we're leaning into the comfort food, so to speak. Oh my gosh, I was at the supermarket today and there was this guy and his cart was just filled with packets of prepared pudding and baked goods. I'm like, yeah, I feel you. Anyway, I am making one to start off with that I'm calling Calgon. And if you're old enough to get that reference,
there you go.
Yeah,
please.
To make Calgon,
I got to go walk about for a second.
Is Calgon? Is that still a thing? That do they still make Calgon? Okay, I haven't thought about it in about 30 years. But anyway, to make Calgon, we're going to start with. Hi, Peter. Good to see you. I'm going to start with 2 ounces of rye. I don't have to do anything tomorrow morning. Thank God. He's getting ready for Thanksgiving. Yes. Oh boy. I bought stuff to bake today. Okay, so for my rye, I'm using Pinhook. Pinhook.
Recently.
It's got a horse on it.
Yep.
And then for Calgon, I am also using a 1/2 ounce sour cherry liqueur. I can find it again. Well, actually, Paul found it, and apparently it was hidden in the store. So I bet someone hid it. It's hard to find now unless you go to the distillery, and it's a new bottle. So okay, but I got the cork out. Okay, I know what I'm doing. All right. So the ancient Chinese secret, exactly. Calgon, take me away. So a 1/2 ounce of sour cherry liqueur. That's not quite. That's a 1/2 ounce. All right. All right. 1/2 ounce of that. So far, 2 ounces of rye, 1/2 ounce sour cherry liqueur. And look, I just opened the bottle and it's already drippy. Okay. A splash of chocolate liqueur. I'm using Putney Mountain Spirits of Vermont, which is a good one. Just a splash. That probably came out to a 1/4 ounce, but anyway. 11 secret herbs and spices. Exactly. Exactly. I'm sharing my secret.
Now you're rocking.
Okay. 3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice.
What's in it? Who knows?
What's in it? Who knows? Who cares, really?
Who cares?
Does it have alcohol? I'm in.
Who cares?
It has alcohol. I'm in. All right. And then I'm going to use 3 dashes of Fee Brothers old-fashioned aromatic bitters.
That's a good place to be.
Okay.
I'm back,
He's
which you could tell because you can see me.
through crawling on the floor.
I was not crawling on the floor.
Yes, you were.
I was kind of squatting on the floor, but I had to get my squats. Cal,
He was ducking below the camera, but we have a cable going from the camera to.
We're no longer wireless.
So you have to
for a while.
You have to crawl on the floor.
You got to crawl.
Anyway.
We see references from Lisa and Errol there to both aspects of Calgon. One of them was, I think, like a bath liquid, like a bubble bath.
Yeah.
And one of them was either dishwashing
Laundry.
liquid or
It was
laundry
laundry.
detergent. It was laundry detergent. I think they were both still on the market.
Because it was that commercial
It's an
that
ancient Chinese secret,
can't air today.
Yeah, that's considered a little off. I'm just saying.
Yeah, thank heavens. Can't.
However, we have a little bottle of
do that
bitters
today.
in what looks like a little perfume bottle. That is literally called Ancient Chinese Secret. Yeah.
Hi, Eric. Good to see you.
Oh, that's
I was
very
checking for change
Look for
under
change.
the bed. I found 6 cents today.
You found like 10 cents the other day and
I
then another
do.
10 cents.
I keep finding
I
coins.
tell you.
Hi, Johnny. Good to see
You
you.
start adding all this stuff up. Hey, Johnny, you start adding all this stuff up. You're going to have like a buck.
I'm gonna have a buck before you know it.
Or you know it. Ping.
Could you please pass me a chill glass?
I happen to have a chill glass right here. A
Thank
cocktail
you.
type glass?
Yes.
Well, what do you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Calgon
The Calgon.
is going to take me away.
Well,
And
you-
if it doesn't take me away, my second drink will.
And check out that sucker. You got the sidecar to go along with it.
I do.
Hello.
right.
Isn't that
So
kind of nice?
and I'm going to remember to
And remember
use
that.
a twist tonight.
I like to remember that myself because, I'm frequently the one making the twist. She did today. If I don't, she does. And then I go to all this trouble to make them and
Well,
trim
I
them and they're
am-
ready to go. And then I completely forget about the dang twists. Can I tell you? Sounds good.
No, that'll get me where I'm going.
That'll take me away. I'm telling you.
Hi, Robert. Thank
Yep.
you for joining us.
That's a really nice sour.
Mhm.
I'm liking that a lot. What's the base on that again?
Rye.
Rye base. That's a good thing.
Pinhook.
If you added pineapple to that, you'd be very close to an Algonquin, which is a very nice thing.
That's true.
Although I think it doesn't have the sour in it, interestingly enough, or does it?
The Algonquin? It has
That's-
pineapple juice.
It's rye, pineapple, and I think vermouth is what goes into
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So it's a peculiar
We need
combination,
vermouth.
but that works really well. It's a great thing.
It is so hot in here. I'm going to get my little fan. I'll be right back.
Okay, get your fan. There we go.
Boy.
Eric has a great comment. Have you ever chilled a glass and it exploded when you poured a cocktail in it? No. although you've seen us here on air for some years, you see me like pour from a figural shaker, and the top pops off and completely shatters the glass all over the top of the bar. What a mess! And of course, like probably leaking into the computer, and that computer later on had a lot of trouble. And I think it's because of the leakage. Had to replace the whole motherboard on the thing. So this is not that computer right now, as a matter of fact. But good grief! I can imagine if you were pouring something that wasn't ice cold, but you're talking about you got a chilled glass, you shake it, you pour. You should have been perfect, you know. It happens that over time, these glasses, develop these tiny little fissures. You can't even see. Maybe it's not. It's just like a flaw in the glass, not an actual crack. And then all it takes is the correct combination of.
Has anyone ever been over at the Pangea in NYC? We have not. We have not. I've heard of it. Yeah.
I've heard.
They're coming to take me away.
Oh, I wish they would take somebody away. So
oh my gosh, I have a funny comment about that though. They're coming to take me away. Haha. I couldn't find my fan, so I just opened the door.
Well, that works.
Yeah. Anyway,
we had a fan on the floor until recently, and then it got really chilly, and I took it away. Ha is on me because now I could use it.
November, and
it was 77 F out there today where we are. Wow, was it warm? It really.
It's going to
way
we're
off season.
We're going to be living in the twilight zone before you know it. But anyway,
you know the episode I'm talking about.
The one where it's getting so hot that. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Midnight Sun, great episode.
I had this gig on Halloween. Oh, I haven't seen you guys since Halloween. So
truth.
I had this gig on Halloween that was really fun. It was twisting balloons for a very nice lady in New Paltz. But we're talking about Halloween songs, and she's like, that one about the stalker. And then I was thinking about it, I'm like, they're coming to take me away. Haha. She's like, yes. I'm like, I never is that song about a stalker? I guess I never really listened to the lyrics.
No, it's a song about a guy who's nuts, and that's why they come to take him away. The flip side of the single, because I own this back in the day, is the same song in reverse. So the whole thing just plays backwards. I'm sure that was their old gasser on the jukeboxes back in the day. So
who was eating all their leftover Halloween candy already? We didn't have that much left. We still have it, but
we have as with the cocktails, we have a pretty generous pour on the candy. So like the kids do well to come here. We're generous that way. We're going to give some away. And they cleared out a couple of plastic pumpkins on us. And I think we're down to like one, and that's been redecanted to a really large ice bucket.
It's in a small ice bucket.
A small ice bucket. And so it's down. Yeah. Definitely. And, it's...
When you play that backwards, it summons Benny Hill.
No, you're talking.
What was I going to say?
When you play yakety sax backward, like the spirit of Benny is like, yes, you rang. What's up? Yeah, that's right. Hilarious. But the comment here about quick chilled champagne in the freezer, I haven't had that happen. We've had it freeze. We forget about it, and then suddenly we have frozen bubbles, and you're like, oh, for Pete's sake. I've discovered if you let it defrost slowly to the point where it is liquid again, then you'll be okay. It's amazing. It's like the bubbles, the carbon dioxide comes right out of solution. I have had it be a real mess if it's not very cold and you pop it. Of course, it's going to fizz all over the place. So don't do that. You do want to chill the champagne. It's also pretty terrible warm. So, I mean, this. I don't need to tell you this kind of stuff. But for those who don't really take a lot of bubbles with frequency, then yeah, I'll recommend that. And what's the other? I'm just trying to see if I'm missing anything here. One thing I always wanted to get was the actual album from Napoleon the 14th of Coming to Take Me Away. And that was always super stupid rare. And I think it's a lot more available these days. You can probably just stream it or something because it's got such great tracks on it as The Place Where the Nuts Hunt the Squirrels, Split Level Head, and Doing the Napoleon, which is just like a great twist track. So I got to say that's pretty hilarious. Anybody who could name who the hell Napoleon 14th was gets the prize.
I know. Preacher says I got the face of a 16-year-old. Well, give it back. You're getting it all wrinkled. Whatever. I know I say this anytime the subject of Benny Hill comes up on this show, but we have a park up the hill from us called Bennett Hill Park.
Bennett Hill Park.
We probably lived here for 15 years before I looked at
she's
the sign, and I'm
she's
like,
driving by. She takes she's like Benny Hill
I'm
Park.
like, Benny Hill Park.
We live walking distance from Benny Hill Park.
We do.
Awesome.
Put champagne in the freezer. Oh, and forgot about it. At the end of the night, it exploded and made a dent in the door. Sorry, business call.
That sounds like some sort of like a Shining scenario. We were just watching that, as a matter of fact. I'm thinking about being like locked in the freezer on that. And I remember I worked at like a place once where it had like the walk-in freezer, which was the back of the stock area for all of the dispenser cases. And yeah, there was a push. If you got locked in, you would just hit it, and then the door would pop open. Of course. But I'm thinking about that. Wow, that's amazing that would happen. I mean, that means that you have to actually like crack the glass and cause it to pop. That's intense. I realize I've also forgotten something else that's very important. I'll be right back. Jeez. Yeah.
What is there left to remember?
Oh, I hope I got it all.
I hope you got it all too.
I hope. You never know.
Now he's crawling over the sofa.
I'm stepping over the sofa.
Well, climbing over the sofa, I should say.
Yes.
But I do love our sofa. No crawling. No, he's stepping. Sorry, just walking over the furniture. Yes. Put champagne in the freezer and forgot. I know it happens. It happens. Yeah. So good to the last drop. I have Tootsie on the TV on mute. We were talking about Terry Garr last week, so I'm still on a Terry Garr kick. Recently watched Young Frankenstein. Remember when Hawkeye crawled all over his furniture in the tent? Have you put up any Thanksgiving decorations? Peter, yes, I have. You will see I've got the bar it's a little less over the top than it was for Halloween, but it's definitely Thanksgiving. I've got my little plastic turkey basket up here. This rooster, it's sort of a poultry theme, I guess. Foghorn Leghorn, see what I mean by the poultry theme? A bunch of little vintage ceramic turkeys, and then this little lamp is a turkey. One of my Prides and Joy.
Yep.
This bad boy that I found.
Which is some kind of a dispenser because there's a spoon.
It's like a candy dish. Oh no, I think there's a spoon thing. It's a little tureen, like a little for gravy, I guess. Chicken gravy boat, yes. Yes, exactly. Gravy boat. Oh yeah, I got this at Sweet Lorraine in Cleveland. It's a tray. Yeah. Just kind of.
What about the record?
This is salt and pepper. Well, I've got I Thank You back here. Oh, and then this one. Probably can't read it, but it's Emil Coleman and his orchestra at the Waldorf Astoria. So I also have the dinner records back here. Hear How to Plan the Perfect Dinner Party, which we should just digitize and post.
We should just get that. Gaynor and Dorothy Maddox, noted food authorities.
Be our guest.
GNP Crescendo.
Cocktails Anyone.
Bob Creech. Actually, it's a pretty good record, that one. And we found that sealed. Yes. It was still in the, it was a loose plastic bag that was all sealed up. We had to cut it out. That's on the RKO Unique label. Kind of fun.
Nut Dish. I think I'm just going to start calling people Nut Dish.
What's a Nut Dish?
That guy's on Nut Dish.
Emil Coleman's a great cover, and you found that for something like $1. Was it the WF?
Oh, where's the spoon? My mom has one of them. It did not come with the spoon, but
no spoon.
I don't ever pay real money for anything, so I'm not surprised it didn't come with the spoon.
Sorry, I'm missing the spoon.
Oh, hi,
I bet it's a
Mike.
Spoon,
good to see you.
Hey, eggnog.
Cozy eggnog. I thought about doing eggnog. I thought about that. Yeah.
What are you talking?
Sounds like the title of a horror movie. Be our guest for dinner. Yeah, it's like how to cook humans.
Yeah, we just recently saw for the first time Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I believe
can't believe we
features a lot of body parts being barbecued. There you go. So how we go? Oh, so there we go. We got the Calgon. I need to go down to Okay.
Do you have the mug for that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Just found it. Okay.
I could have gotten it for you.
Yep. Just figuring it out, folks. Just figuring it out. Forgot to press the button going down. So I need the gin, please.
Be our guest makes me think of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, really. Go.
Okay.
Looks like we're getting down on gin. We are. However, we do have a surplus supply because we knew we were getting
We
down.
got another bottle.
Another bottle.
We stocked up.
I'll take the brandy, please. Brandy's definitely getting down, and I want to kill that bottle anyway.
Because we have another bottle.
Because we did buy another bottle. I knew it was getting low on this. You know? I mean, this is a big bottle, but if you use it, it gets down.
It's no joke.
So 1 ounce gin, 1 ounce. Ooh, well, this is going to quite low. There we go. Am I going to kill it? Nope.
I'm going to kill it.
I'm going to kill it. I'll kill it.
Perfect meal for
Brandy.
Thanksgiving, in my opinion, is Chinese food. Oh, yeah. And some red wine. One time after attending the Macy's parade, I ducked into the side street and had some excellent food and vino. That sounds great, Peter.
No, you're totally talking. Definitely. Half ounce of lime juice. I think
I've never seen
lemon,
the parade in person. How was that experience?
Cold, I bet. Usually is. But it's
Hi,
okay.
Gettysburg, ma'am. Thank you for
Sure, maybe not
joining
so cold.
us.
Big thing is sure bitters, please. Or whatever you got over there. You have
But
old fashioned?
yeah,
Yeah, that'll work.
whatever.
That'll work just fine. A couple of dashes on that.
Oh, yeah. Word assume makes an ass out of you and me. Yeah.
Truth. Ounce of gin, ounce of brandy, half ounce of fresh lime juice. I use lemon, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. This is because I got the correct mug. Suffering bastard.
Did you wash the mug?
Of course I washed the mug.
Oh, okay. It's been outside.
What do you take me for?
Might be a little.
Yes, it was. That's why I washed it.
Little.
One thing about having a room out there that it has some exposure, that is like there's some cracks in the facade, is that insects will find their way in and then they can't get out. So the hornet flies around, finally lands on your glass, falls in dead. And it's like, guys, you got yourself in. Anyway, shake with ice.
Oh. Gettysburg ma'am's asking how many trick-or-treaters we got. We got a lot.
A bunch.
A lot.
I did not count, but if I were to estimate, let me see, must have been about 10 or 12 rounds, average about 4 kids. That has to be somewhere in the nature of between like 35 to 50. If I were to say like average, like 42, probably about 42 kids came by. Like a really big crowd.
Yeah.
And you do not strain this one. You're going to pour it into the glass. I'm going to be careful because it's going to want to slosh a bit.
Oh, the parade in person is an experience. I had the chance to see the original Snoopy balloon before they retired.
Oh, hey.
103 kids. Wow, that's a
Whoa,
lot. That's a lot. We got 4 all-nighters.
Bottle topper, please. What I had to do earlier was find our one remaining bottle of ginger beer. I said I want to do this drink without actually looking for a bottle popper. We have one around.
Oh, popper. I thought you said topper.
It's a topper. Yeah.
It's a popper.
Well, it's both.
A topper would be like a cork.
You top the bottle. There you go. So I had to find that.
Like a cork.
I realized I said I want to do this without actually deciding or figuring if we had the ginger beer, but we did. We had one bottle. So, and then you top with the ginger beer. I think our formula here says 4 ounces. You don't exactly need, yes I do. You don't exactly need to measure that. I'm just kind of filling with.
Do you need some decor?
I'll take some decor. Metal straw, excellent
like
idea.
Charlie Brown. I gotta rock. Slightly too warm for my costume. My makeup melted off. That happened to the lady whose gig I was working. I was working her party. And her makeup, she had to go do it again.
Hey.
But it was good for me because I was wearing a little dress and I did not freeze my tuchus off. Hi, Clinton.
I see a lot of formulas.
Have a stiff one. Way ahead of you, Clinton.
I see a lot of formulas for the suffering bastard, which don't necessarily use the mug. The mug's a pretty good idea. And which call for ginger ale. Get ginger beer. You want a real, real bite on this one. At the end of the day, this is not something that's super strong or anything. So it's not like, wow, this guy's suffering and we're going to make him something with 151.
Oh, Lisa, how fun. We had a teenager dressed as Bob Ross.
Oh, wow.
That's hilarious.
Hello, too much. The enduring Bob Ross, I tell you,
Tammy Faye makeup. Oh, my gosh. I can tour the mall. Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Oh my God. That's
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah, we had a really good time on Halloween.
I started
itself.
twisting balloons because I had been out twisting balloons.
Mhm.
So I was just kind of in the zone and we had a bunch of Halloween balloons left. So I just started twisting balloons and giving them to trick or treaters.
I'm asking the kids, I give them candy. Like, you want balloons? Yeah, we want balloons. So like suddenly they had balloons. I'm
Now
like,
they'll be
no other
expecting it
house,
every year.
no other house was going to give you balloons this year. Which is around here, which is fun. And again, everybody got some good stuff. So a lot of Marvel characters. Occasional Skull, a lot of fairies, princesses, stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's a good crowd. They love our house. They love our house. Parents love our house. I was playing Kiss at one point, and one parent shepherding kids around says, "Love the music." So
I can definitely make dogs. I've never tried to make a spaceship, but
okay.
Seems like I'm
Definitely
thinking
do
about how you
dogs.
would do it. I don't think it would be that
Dogs,
hard.
yeah, dogs are like kind of a classic. The ears,
Ooh,
neck, legs, body, legs, tail, boom, done.
White
There you go.
Russian is my late night casino drink. Mornings are coffee and
Old fashioned
Yeah.
Manhattans. Yeah.
every year I
Yeah.
get less trick or treaters. Oh, ended up giving each one about 2 cups of candy. I know.
Dump.
You're just like,
Dump.
take this.
Here you go, kids. Enjoy.
I was really saying someone in my area had 3 pieces of candy left when a group of kids came by. They apologized and offered what they had left to the kids. One of the girls in the group said, "You can have some of mine," and took candy from her own bag and put it in the bowl. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet.
You see, there's somebody who knows where the deficit is and decides to do something about it.
Okay,
I
these
appreciate
man-made
that.
coloring pages for the little.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so sweet. Oh,
wow.
I love that.
That's fantastic. Of course, they'd love that. The kids love to color, but definitely.
Mary Kay. Oh, Errol. Which Kiss tune did you play?
I was actually at one point playing several selections from.
I know you were also playing Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
I remember
I was
that.
playing several selections from Rock and All Over, but I started out with stuff from Destroyer, so I definitely had
Oh, David was playing Satan's Pilgrims.
Detroit Rock City.
choice.
Oh, excellent choice. Yeah, there you go. Obvious. Definitely had Detroit Rock City in there, and then after a while, I said I got to hear Calling Dr. Love, and I think I played Parasite. I was all over the place. That's one of my favorites. Good thing. And
Their family. Oh,
yeah.
never look up at the glass bottom elevator. Jeez.
Man.
Oh. Anywho.
Anywho, and things like that. Yeah, I was there earlier in the day. I had played, because we have both of these on tape. I had played Rosemary's Baby, highly appropriate. And then I hadn't actually played Black Sabbath's first album. I have that on tape, the big tapes. Hadn't played that this year yet, so I slapped that on. Oh, it's great. It sounded fantastic out there in the room because I was broadcasting. And I just played it kind of loud. If anybody stopped by, there we go. I think that was still too early for the kids, but within the hour, they were starting to come by. So I had some good stuff going on.
You already had trick or treaters before I got home.
Yes, they started to appear. I think we had 2 rounds, maybe, like not a lot, but then there was a big rush for about an hour or 2.
And then we worked this party on Sunday, which was this crazy over the top kid's birthday party. They closed the block for this kid's birthday.
Block party in Hoboken for a 5-year-old.
Was he 5? I didn't.
I heard this, and the kid looked about 5. And they had like the big inflatable slide and the bouncy house and like a carny game where you had to like throw baskets and a band and a DJ.
Well, the funny thing about the band was playing like 70s and 80s hits.
80s hits. What do you expect?
For a 5-year-old's birthday. I'm like,
the 5-year-old doesn't
I guess
care.
I guess he digs the classics.
He digs Billy Joel,
Anyway.
Yeah. You know what it was is they were playing that for Dad.
Oh my gosh,
Phil
Peter, that's
Heyerdahl.
so funny. One Halloween one is Gene Simmons. A
Ben Cooper.
Costume. I
A
love
classic.
it. I love it.
I have a little lapel pin, which is the Ben Cooper mask for the creature, and it comes in a tiny little mask box like the Ben Cooper.
Oh,
ones
Lisa, that's
originally,
funny.
which is hilarious.
Trying to take control. Oh my gosh. Sisters told him, quit telling us what to do.
Stop it. As if,
no
kid.
kidding.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, sister. Tell him whatnot. Don't let him like dictate to you.
They
Too
know
true.
how to hurt
Too
you.
true.
Word. word.
Do you really want to hurt me? Yes.
Yes, I really want to hurt you.
Yes, you do. So big fun. But yeah,
Wait, does anyone know that one?
Yes, I really want to.
I really want to hurt you.
That's off of a Rhino album. I think it's an EP really from about 1984, which I believe is simply called Kosher Club. And it features the Kosher Club, Georgie Girl is singing Yes, I Really Want to Hurt You, and Gefilte Joe and the Fish. And doesn't Gefilte Joe do Fairfax Avenue?
We're gonna schlep down to Fairfax Avenue. Yes, they do.
You wouldn't believe the Canisius.
But I like, yes, I really want to hurt you.
Funny stuff.
I might need that on my phone.
I don't believe that's available streaming. I could be corrected, but you can find it up on the usual sources.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Daniel.
I'm glad
you might have
here.
to dig a little, but it's out there. So, and of course, we actually last Saturday we were last Friday. Last Friday I was actually in the office because we decided to get out and over to the WFMU Record Fair. Hey,
yeah,
I said if we're going to go to the fair, I might as well go Friday and just be in the office anyway. So I made a double day of it. And we scored really big. We got some great stuff, and
I found the
very good prices.
Sickest album for Paul.
She did. It's this weird Christmas thing.
I bought him a present, and he bought me a present.
Yes, absolutely.
He bought me a Julie Brown record.
I found the 3 for $10 display, and this guy just had 6 bins that were like this deep. It was just like wow, endless stuff. A lot of it was in really, really excellent shape. And so it's like I found 2 things I wanted, and I'm like, I need to find a third. And suddenly there's Julie Brown. I'm like, I found it. We're done. Bingo. Because I know she didn't have it, but that's a lot of fun. And it's got everything you want from Julie Brown. So Trapped in the Body of a White Girl.
I got
Great
him.
Sire Records.
Okay, if anyone has heard of these 2, shout it out because I never had a Christmas record because he collects them.
We collect such things. We might do a collection every year. You know what I'm talking about.
I saw it and I was like, I was in a $1 bin. I'm like, I don't think he's ever seen this. By Mark and Lil Marky.
Mark and Lil Marky. It's one of these things where you've got like.
We came home and slapped it on. I'm like,
oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so I don't even know what to say about Mark and Lil Marky.
It is, I'll simply say it is, yes, one of these, like, Christian records and whatnot. And, Mark is actually doing both Mark and Lil Marky voice.
Well, and
so he's playing like
little child here. And it's like, and it's just like, I
adults
wanted
doing
to tell my grandma how to get to heaven. And then like his grandma gets in a car wreck and dies on Christmas Eve. I'm like, oh my God.
Who writes this kind of stuff? Anyway. This is the kind of thing.
The cover of that album is scary. Mark and Lil Marky.
Oh boy.
Oh, Mark and Lil Marky are straight up terrifying. And then the guy I bought it from, he's like, enjoy Lil Marky. I'm like, oh, I will.
There's a couple of them out there. If you know this, Eric, there's one that's got, I think it's got an orangey cover and it's got a picture of Lil Marky.
The Grinch ran her over.
That is fairly.
It's like grandma got run over by a
fairly
reindeer.
Scary. The one we got, I think it's just sort of writing on a white cover. It's pretty nondescript, but very cheaply done. But the recording itself has like a couple of things, at least one thing that I might use, maybe one thing.
It has like one side is actual songs,
yeah,
and then the other
Extra
side
songs.
Is like the
This whole
tragic story of Little Marky's grandparents.
Who comes up with this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
If you check up the
okay, Gettysburg Man, thank you. Oh,
Thank
sadly,
you.
no, they went bankrupt. Who went bankrupt?
Oh.
Who went bankrupt, BP?
Yeah, we're actually responding to something here.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll probably be responding to Ben Cooper. Does Ben Cooper still issue masks?
Oh, okay. Ben Cooper. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
What I have with Mark and Lil Marky, it's horrible. I know. It has to be.
It's something else. Let's just put it that way. It is. Anyway,
yeah. The costume. Yes. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank
you. I lost the thread here for a minute.
I was not getting the antecedent, but that's exactly it.
Yes. Got it.
And
but yeah,
within
Mark
the conversation
Marky
makes a lot of sense.
was just all kinds of wrong.
It's something else, and
All
the fact
kinds of
is,
wrong.
that somebody in our audience knows this combo. So that's the thing. This is why you're watching
Combo.
right here, right now.
It's really like Mark and his like
Alter ego,
alternate
child.
personality.
It reminds me an awful lot of the Marcy records, where you've got like a gal in her like a marionette there who she like does ventriloquism with, and apparently she wasn't that much of a ventriloquist. So, but you know, she's just there to teach them little stories and things.
But I should definitely make a record.
Yeah,
I suck at this, but I should make a record.
I should make a record.
I'm sorry, I'm. It's gonna be an interesting night because I'm already like.
Let's go. Well, you know, I'm
already pulling out the 4-letter words. Suck.
Hello. And the fact is, we own that Marcy
Christmas
record.
Okay.
So
Gettysburg Ma'am. I'm excited. I'll take a look at this. Yes. All right. Yes. Wednesday Addams. Nice. She will live forever on an album.
You know, this is the kicker. So, by the way, I did find some quality Christmas stuff too. I wasn't necessarily.
The gift I bought you was straight up quality.
It was 100%.
It was quality
100%
trash.
Quality.
That was some quality trash right there.
100% all the for the price.
Glendora needs to make a record. Amen, Lisa. Glendora agrees with you.
She's done it before. Speaking of Christmas, we have copies.
She would make.
We have copies
she
available.
Needs to make a whole album.
Yeah, well, people talk about that.
Not a 40.
People talk about like, oh, when are you going to make an album? I'm like, yeah, well, we have about $10,000.
She has too much Christmas spirit in her for 140.
Big fun.
Boys.
What I was saying is that I have found some other Christmas stuff too. I wasn't necessarily looking for these things, and one of them I'd been looking for a while.
I need more wine. Yeah. Hell yeah, she does.
Found a vendor who had a copy of the Odetta Christmas album, and really excellent shape. Really excellent shape, and stereo. I hadn't actually never seen the stereo.
Uncle Glendora on a shirt. We can make that happen.
That was an excellent price.
We can make that happen.
And then another vendor had the Soulful Strings and World's Greatest Jazz Band, and they're both excellent shape. And I made a deal on the two, and I was pretty happy, you know. So that was the most of what I got. But the guy who had the 3 for $10, I picked up a copy of that first American Breed record, which was super filthy, but cleaned up fine and plays great. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Super filthy makes it sound like it was dirty.
Oh yeah, I got a Red Fox record or something, you know.
It was filthy, but I cleaned it up.
I picked up a couple of Rudy Moore records. They were filthy, you know.
Want one with devil horns on one side and a halo on another.
Oh, no, you
can do. I feel like Glendora, maybe in 25.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Fantastic Four radio stories are on LP. I have no idea. Do you?
I remember. Here's the funny thing. Years ago.
Oh my God, it is so.
I remember like a record dealer that I knew.
There's got to be a morning after.
I remember it was a record dealer that I knew in Brooklyn. It had a great store, which was called Holy Cow. And you had to live in Park Slope at the time to remember this joke.
Errol.
He actually stocked the place really well, and he would just stuff would turn up. And he had turned up a couple of open reel tapes. And one of them was Captain Beefheart being interviewed by Rolling Stone magazine in 1969. And he couldn't play the thing, but I had a machine. So I dragged it over to his place, and my buddy John and I actually ran the thing off on a cassette for this guy so he could listen.
Who couldn't play it?
The guy's name was Steve. He was a record dealer. I'm talking about this record deal.
Hand me that towel, please.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
So he also had this old tape labeled Fantastic Four.
Okay.
And we weren't sure what the heck this was because there was a soul group at the time called Fantastic Four. Well, we played it, and it turned out to be the radio show for the Marvel cartoon. And I don't know that I've seen such a thing in LP. I probably would have grabbed this a long time ago.
Eric, I'm taking a screenshot.
I used to collect them.
I took a screenshot of your comment, Eric.
Sounds good. I used to collect that title on comic books, and I don't know that I have. I'll look that up. Yeah, that can't be too hard to figure out.
The woman whose party I worked on Halloween used to be a Bette Midler impersonator.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
Oh, you tell me that.
Well, that was how she knew our friend. She was like, I knew her from when I was an impersonator. And I was like, oh, who did you impersonate? And she would say Bette Midler and Barbara Streisand.
Well, which friend did you know?
Who booked me on the gig?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes, our mutual friend. I don't want to name names.
I'm missing the antecedent here.
It is so freaking hot in here.
It's pretty warm.
Sorry.
No, pop a window. What
The
happened to
door
the,
is open.
what happened to the fan?
Oh, I don't know.
All right. Come on back and I'll pop some windows over here.
Oh my god.
Let's get
I
some
don't
air.
think it's gonna help.
Get
I
some air
honestly
going.
don't think it's gonna help. I just
Some air in
I
your
had to
boiler.
just I had to
Dab, dab.
dab.
Yeah,
Man, it is like 100 degrees in here.
pretty warm.
What does the thermostat say? Oh my god.
Okay, that's already getting a breeze.
It's like that I'm telling you, it's like that Twilight Zone where it gets so hot that the earth becomes uninhabitable. In the Hall of Shame. No. I took a screenshot because I need to make that happen.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. Like you want to make some more like cold drinks because of.
Oh well, as if on cue, I need another cold drink.
I need a cold drink.
Okay, so
I'm gonna leave this here.
speaking of, I'm just going to leave this here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling my next drink Knucking Futs. So to make Knucking Futs, you start with
Still enjoying a bastard myself.
Knucking Foot. To make Knucking Futs, you start with 2 ounces of rye. Again, using pinhook. I'm really glad I don't have to be anywhere tomorrow morning.
Boyo. 2 2-ounce drinks in a row. Maple.
I know.
Yeah.
After this, I'll switch down to
I'll dial it down.
wine.
Something else.
Okay. I'm just looking at my. Okay,
I like how you're on theme. Rye. But we tried this. We wanted a bottle of
What do
rye.
you spell that?
This was actually in a very good price category.
UCKING
Mm-hmm.
FUTS. Oh, The Hobbit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I read The Hobbit. I
There's.
didn't have the LP.
Didn't we have? I thought we had something read by Tolkien that we put up
Really?
on Discogs, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so make
Because he
Knucking
definitely did.
Futs.
He did some readings himself. That was on Cadman, spoken word label. And then I think there was a Hobbit that was a tie into the animated, the Ralph Bakshi. I remember seeing that at the
2
time.
ounces rye, a half ounce. I used a little more than 2 ounces.
Ooh,
Oh, sue me.
big bad
Half
bonus.
ounce hazelnut liqueur.
I can't sue you. You're
I'm
having the
using
drink.
Fratello.
Yep.
You could also use Frangelico.
Yep.
I realized just now how Fratello kind of sounds like Frangelico. I don't think that's an accident.
You don't say.
A
Gotta love it.
splash of my spidey senses tingling all over the place. A splash of sour cherry liqueur. A half
Just a
ounce
splash.
fresh lemon juice.
Hello, Amy. Good to see you.
Amy, yay, Imola.
Okay, so I think
Okay.
I think you noted that you're not getting notifications anymore.
I know, that's so weird.
Well, if anybody else isn't either, that's
Okay.
a drag. That might not happen.
Half ounce fresh lemon juice.
I don't know. Set an alarm because we're here at the same
Amy,
time.
I'm making a drink called Knucking Futs.
Knucking Futs.
All right.
Yeah.
And then to top it off, 5 ounces black walnut bitters. 5 ounces. 5 dashes, not 5 ounces. Don't use 5 ounces. 5 dashes.
Dashes. That's a lot of bitters.
Don't use 5 ounces.
I think that's going to come
That
back
would be
up.
horrible.
That'd be pretty bitter.
This is not my first drink.
Those
Just saying.
who
Okay.
have issues with Malort, you're not going to like this either. Oh,
You will not.
oh boy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Big batch of ice.
The ice is sort of powdery.
We got to. It was the end of the bag, so it was a little like kind of crushed by the end. I like when it gets to that point. And you have to fill up a glass.
I might
with
stress
beat up ice
purchase
for like
a
a Mai
pellet
Tai.
ice maker.
Mhm.
I might go online and stress purchase a pellet ice maker.
Use 5 ounces. You need a bigger glass.
Okay.
Yes. And guess what? It's going to be bitter, tart.
All right. Watch how the Lord of the Rings should have ended on YouTube. 2 minutes and it was done.
Ping, ping.
Okay. Would you mind handing me
What you need?
another chilled glass?
A cocktail type glass? Well, very good. I can get you that.
Thank you. Okay.
Happen to have that.
You.
You don't say.
Strain into your cocktail
I'm
glass.
thinking of the story of like pouring a cold drink into a chilled glass and it just shatters on you. How in the world does that happen? Warm and chilled,
I
that's
was
a
going
real
to say, how
problem.
warm was your
I
drink?
mean, if you're pouring boiling into it, it would just crack like mad.
And here's
It just
Spider-Man.
expands too
Sid
fast.
Dale, the man who made the music for the 60s cartoon.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I get
it
asked.
was very cool.
All right.
We used to get questions about stuff like that at the store,
Okay.
like, where's the soundtrack for Spider-Man? I'm like, nowhere. It was not done.
All right. Garnish
Should have
with
been.
a twist.
Would have been cool. Even
I
like
said,
even an EP with
you can garnish with a twist or with nuts. Or, you know, if you have nuts around.
If you happen to have
Anyway.
some Nuck and Futz, then use them.
Paul's like Inspector Gadget. Anything you need, he has on ready.
I've got that.
Or he crawls around and
I've got
finds it
that.
for you.
I can do that.
Mm.
Kind of sounds like what's that bit in Rosemary's?
Oh, Amy was at Gang of Four last week. Totally recommend seeing them on their.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, from Belly. Oh yeah, cool.
Amy, we ate some of the snacks you sent us on last
Week's episode.
podcast.
Yes, we
Thank
did.
you for
Sour
those,
Patch,
by the
etc.
way.
Yeah, thank you again.
Late to the dance. Did I miss anything? I'm drinking a drink called Nucking Futz.
There
That's
you go.
that's what you missed.
And I'm drinking a Suffering Bastard.
2 ounces
so
of rye.
still, but I'm running
Half
low.
ounce hazelnut liqueur, splash of sour cherry liqueur, half ounce fresh lemon juice, 5 dashes black walnut bitters, shake with ice, strain into a cocktail glass,
To a cocktail glass.
garnish with a twist, or nuts.
If you have nuts, garnish with them. There you go. There's a notation that Sid Dale did music for NFL.
Oh.
There's an album
What I was
of
going to
music from NFL films, which we own. I have
What I
to
was
check
going to
that.
say, going back,
Hmm.
was I still consider myself a very mediocre at best face painter,
Oh, she's better than that.
but I've gotten pretty good at doing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
A
I've seen
lot of
Spider-Man.
people want Spider-Man.
They do. Well, Spider-Man's very hot right now because
Yes,
of like the new
and
series. And
I've
there's a
gotten
few of them.
fairly
and
good at that.
It's very hot stuff. The other one was Pennywise.
I'm pretty good at doing Pennywise.
People
too.
want this like homicidal clown. These kids about this tall want a homicidal clown. I'm like,
Fine.
it's
It's your face.
Were you watching
I
this
will make
movie?
you Pennywise.
This sounds kind of sick, but you know, whatever. It's a Stephen King thing.
It will make you Pennywise if
And,
you want to be Pennywise.
And Stephen King
Why
movies,
not?
children suffer. That's just the fact.
Why not?
But yeah, I was thinking about the bit in Rosemary's Baby where they're first talking to Roman, and he's like, I've been all over the world. You name a place, I've been there. And they're like, have you been there? Yes, I've been there. I've been there. Boom, boom, boom. Which is kind of funny.
Oh, Sid Dale also provided music for NFL films.
That's
okay.
that's what I was saying.
Right.
We have that album. There is an album,
Oh.
music from NFL films.
I know the album.
It's got like this live
know
action
anything about
shot
it.
of some game. I don't know
Yeah.
what, probably from about 1970 or so.
Some game.
It's some
some
game.
game.
It's well, I'd say it's a football game. Yeah.
Well,
And-
yeah, I figured it wasn't a baseball game, but
Well, I'm not saying it's like some random
Basketball,
sports game. It's
hockey.
a football game. I
it
don't
was
know
a
which one.
sports. It was a sports ball game.
Sports ball game. It's some kind of a ball. And I've
Y'all are
seen
going to be
this.
singing New Kelly from now.
It's pretty
Just
cool
saying.
music, as I recall. And I'm thinking that these might have been the films. There was actually an outfit called NFL Films, which would film games, edit them down, and distribute them. And you could get a 16 millimeter print, and they were not cheap. And I kind of think, why would you want to watch the same game over and
Dallas
over
Cowboys
again?
thing.
You
Do you have that? I feel like.
No.
Oh
But-
no, we have like the Jets or something, don't
So
we?
there's two things. I think there was a Dallas Cowboys single that was released. And of course, you remember the Bears with the
I
Super
Want
Bowl
to
Shuffle from the
Oh,
80s,
yeah.
right? When they were like a hot item. But there was a series of albums that was like
Errol.
NFL sports teams do Christmas.
Oh.
And this guy came up with this great idea. He had like 10 songs, and they would get 10 teams, and the team would sing these songs and then market them in that market. So you would have like this, here's the Cowboys, here's the Giants, here's the 49ers, that kind of stuff. And we actually found the New York Giants Christmas thing. And I'm like, yoink, definitely picked that up. And it's a hoot.
Oh, it's
I
the
mean, they're a lot of fun.
Giants. I
The
know it's a
Giants.
New York team.
I think there's a Jets too. They happen to do all of them. You know, not that either of them are
gotta-
faring that well
I gotta
this
read that.
season, but you know, that's just life in New York.
Errol's
for
saying next time I
sports.
do a face painting gig, I should pull out a bunch of the Marks a Lot markers and see the look on the parents'
Oh,
face.
Yeah,
Use
what?
those markers that change colors with heat.
Oh, no, there's a lot of fun.
There's
a lot of fun.
Oh, I know.
But anyway, now I got to go scare up that music from NFL films and like see what that's all about. Because we've got that, and we also have an album of like college football
You
marches.
do.
Yeah. which
We
is
do,
a
and
great
we have
cover to
one.
whip
We have
out
the
on
Pom
Sports Day.
Pom Girls.
Pom Pom Girls, yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
The soundtrack from the motion picture.
We can do a legit football display back here.
Pom Pom Girls is not exactly a sports picture. It's more of a teen sex comedy, as I recall.
Yes.
And the music is nothing more than the first album from Cotton, Lloyd and Christian, which was like three guys in extremely geeky suits singing this kind of soft rock. It's really ludicrous, but they use this as the soundtrack.
Hey, have you ever tried?
Anyway,
Anyway,
you know what I'm talking about.
Never mind.
If you remember Cotton, Lloyd and Christian, boy, I'll credit you for sure.
That was bread.
But it was so that was bread. It was like so cheaply done that they didn't even retitle the album. It simply is a copy of their first album in the sleeve for the motion picture. You know,
terrible album covers book. I have the album with the skeletons on it. Scare the hell out of your neighbors. Music is meh. So it wouldn't scare your neighbors,
as I recall,
or would it scare your neighbors with how meh it is?
We've actually, I didn't actually play the chilling, thrilling haunted house this year, which is the Disney record that was issued for years, and we had two completely different pressings on that, and that's a lot of fun because there's all sound effects on one side and these different scenarios and things. But we also did finally turn up an album where one side of it is a haunted mansion. That's what people really want, and it does have the grinning ghost sequence on it, and it's got this whole story on it. And the young guy in the story is played by Ronnie Howard. Hello.
He was playing it, and I was like, is that Ronnie Howard?
Ronnie Howard?
I mean, I feel like when I was raised, the voice of Richie Cunningham is burned into your brain. Pardon me.
Easily enough. And if you didn't remember him as Richie, you certainly knew him from the Andy Griffith Show, much younger. But there you go. He had a long career. And then he said, I'm going to start directing pictures. Now he's like this Hollywood icon permanently.
Thank you, Troy. And hi, Troy. Good to see you.
Thank you, Troy. Much appreciated. But definitely.
The dude who howls on the Disney Horror sounds drunk.
Hey, it was like, it was late night gig. He'd already had a few. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, probably was drunk.
Got a woo woo from Troy.
Hope all are well. Yes, yeah.
I hope you too.
Samesies.
I know that like some people are a little out of sorts because of whatnot, and that's why we're here to provide a little bit of a forum and a fun place where you can talk about stuff and serve a few drinkies.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yep.
Except I'm drinking a drink called Knucking Futz.
How about that? And I'm still drinking a drink called the Suffering Bastard. Although I'm almost out. How about that? Need another bastard.
I know where you can get one. Anyway.
Chances are nobody here needs another bastard. But you might want one of these, which is very good. Recipe at 11. If you are already a patron, then obviously you'll get these at the end of the show. If you're not already a patron.
If I don't pass out from the 2-ounce rye drink.
If you're not already a patron, trying to talk properly here, you can certainly go to patreon.com/Velveteen Lounge. Is that right? Am I getting that right?
Patreon. Patreon.
Patreon.com /Velveteen Lounge. You'll find us. There's 5 different levels or 4 different levels that you can charge, starting at $5. $5 a month is a sponsorship. Easy done. If you go to the box wino level, Glendora has got some goodies for you. So Glendora is what I'm trying to say. So there you go. So that's
give you a weekly tarot reading.
Yeah, you get tarot reading.
Just saying.
Plus all the other goodies. That's like the top level right
now. How many people will do that for you?
If you're like, I can't commit to that, take a look at the bottom of the page. You see the Venmo. That's how to tip us. There you go. Yeah. That's my commercial plug for 30 seconds.
All right, all right.
I'm going to get rid of a few things back here.
Oh, I've got stuff over here too. So if you're taking,
if you want to grab me that shaker there, if that's
you take this
done, then
there you go. Yep. Okay, got to remove some dirty dishes from behind the bar. So, what else can I show you? Show and tell. I redid behind us on Saturday because it was completely decked out for Halloween. Now it's completely decked out for Thanksgiving. But it took the entire freaking day. Like I'm telling you guys. Well, we also have our tree over there, which was the Halloween tree. Now it's the Thanksgiving tree. Anyone who's like, oh, I just love decorating for the holidays. It's so easy. It's like, Liar. Liar.
Liar.
I'm going to channel Elwoods here for a minute. Liar. Yeah. Yeah, we have enough bastards. Yeah, Amy. I'm feeling it, sister. Yeah. Speaking of 70s kid stars, Danny Bonaducci from the Partridge Family did make an LP himself. I don't have that, Peter.
He did.
Danny Bonaducci's LP. I have Donnie Most's LP and Glenn Scarpelli's LP. I do not
obviously,
have
David Cassidy from
Bonaducci.
said Partridge Family started issuing solo records, and it was huge, absolutely huge.
Oh, where's the turkey head? Lisa, it's on the top of the Thanksgiving tree.
As a matter of fact.
Get a few more drinks in us. We'll put it on.
Give me a second.
Give him a second.
We can go from there.
There's a hat over there. There's a hat wearing a hat. I wonder if you could put on the hat wearing the hat.
You mean the...
Yeah. Okay, so there's a... Oh, geez. There's a turkey hat, but it was wearing a balloon hat that I made on Halloween. So
Can't see.
I like it over your eyes like that. It's a nice touch. Okay, so and then I
get the balloon hat.
I made a balloon hat.
Totally flopping.
It completely died. Okay.
Kind of a shame, I'm telling you. I feel like an anglerfish over here. So here's this sort of pilgrim hat. Pilgrims being what? The separatists.
See the piece
with
for
a
me.
turkey.
A piece of what?
A turkey dressed as said pilgrim with another hat on. This is kind of bizarre.
It's a tree topper. Oh no, we'll take it off the tree. Don't worry. We'll wear it.
It'll be done. It'll be done. One thing about this hat, however, is that it is very
uncooked turkey pieces on the tree. Plug it in them.
This thing definitely traps heat, and this is actually quite uncomfortable right now. So this is coming off.
No, we don't. No. Don't you dare take it off until I take a picture. Put it back on.
It's off.
Put it back on.
It's off.
Put it back on.
I'll do it later. My head is sweating.
No, put it back on.
Jeez.
I want to take a photo. He won't put it on later. That's the thing.
Okay. I would do it. Do it.
Hold on.
Yeah, arrange it, will you?
No, I will. But
sheesh.
Oh, that's better. Okay, now turn toward me. Oh. No,
I'm telling you.
This is facing to the side.
Well, it's facing entirely the wrong way.
All right.
Now I'm definitely an anglerfish.
Oh, that's your new profile photo. I'm just
done.
saying.
All right, out.
All right.
Look at the great hat.
I'm just saying.
I'll wear it for pictures.
Frown for the camera.
Boom, boom, boom. This is the
I'm shot. Like everything's fair game right now.
It's all good. It's all good. Anyway.
He survived. Did I exploit you? Did I exploit you?
Who is exploitation? No. Nothing of the sort, folks. So
not me too.
What we got going on here is I'm gonna build a tall one in glass. You could shake and pour this. I don't think you need to shake and strain.
Y'all.
But I think that the way to go with this one right here is chimney glass. Get yourself a nice, tall, narrow one.
I'm just not sure about that balloon. It was a balloon hat, but it's had a week to deflate.
Yeah, it's getting kind of limp. They get limp pretty quickly, you know.
Figuring for Halloween is a must. Yes.
Yeah.
See these scary sounds that. Oh, the trick or treaters.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Along with the witches, goblins, ghosts. I know. I love that. And he set up the fog machine this year.
Yes.
So you can just step on it. It has like a little pedal, and you can be like.
I love the fog machine. They come to the door. You're ready. You're like opening up, and then you hit the switch. Whoosh,
it's Limp
big
Biscuit.
Blast. It's not Firm Biscuit. I'll tell you that much.
Balloons are a harsh mistress.
Oh,
like I don't understand.
Oh, they are.
I twist balloons.
Mm-hmm.
I make money doing it. And I still am like, why do you want this? Because I can twist a balloon for your kid. It's going to be awesome. And then it's going to be dead in a couple of days. And it's going to be like this sad, lifeless.
The kids will get a balloon that's a dog and they're like, dog, 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 dog. And then the thing completely falls apart because they're manhandling the thing like mad. And then they come up to us, can you remake it? I'm like, no, trash this. I'll make it fresh from a new balloon because you've destroyed
there
the
was
thing,
one
kid.
gig where Paul was doing balloons, and then I was done with what I was doing, so I came up to help him, and all these kids were like, "Oh, what?" Like, "Oh my god!" Like what did you do? Like, it's such a weird gift for kids because you give them a balloon and then they go trash it and it's like dead. So I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
You know, kids.
Can you make this cake? It's stale. Exactly. Exactly.
You know, you just want to walk up to a bar with a glass of ice. Hi, my drink had a hole in it. Can I get another one for free?
Exactly. Oh, this isn't the bottomless Mai Tai?
No! Jeez, people. Anyway, right now I got a glass of ice. Not very exciting. Let's go. Let's build a Singapore sling, people. This is fun.
Wait.
I do like this one.
Oh, no, you did the suffering bastard. Let me do that. Okay. Oh, you did.
There we go.
All right.
Done deal.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch. All right. 2 ounces of gin. I'll take the gin, please. And I'll take the cherry liquor.
Okay, well, I'll give you the gin first, and then I'll give you the cherry liquor.
Here we go. So this a lot of formulas call for cherry hearing. Here's the kicker. We've never actually kept that on hand, and I don't consider it critical for this drink. And I think that like the joint in Singapore Raffles does use it, and I think so what? I've got some local stuff which I like a lot. So
I need to interject here for the Tootsie fans. I said earlier I have Tootsie playing on the DVD on mute. We just had the John Van Horn scene where he shows up. He's singing, I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. Just keep pouring it. I will tell you when to stop.
Come on.
So we need, I got it.
So quarter ounce of curacao, quarter ounce of Benedictine, quarter ounce of grenadine. Here we go.
Curacao.
This is actually, which is apparently
homemade.
adapted from the current Raffles version of this thing, which is not exactly what Jeff Berry recommends, but he says this is actually like better than most of these things.
Well, as long as Jeff Berry rang in, then we're all good.
Well, he's the one who unearthed a pretty decent formula on this drink.
He did.
So this.
We like Jeff Berry.
That's Marno. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
He's the one who's the reason we have all these drinks. He really is. So I need the Benedictine, please.
Okay. Did you get
and then I need to fetch the curacao. I did not.
I'm going to go looking for the Benedictine.
It's not far. We got it.
Oh, here it is.
Not that long ago, and it's basically
good news.
I do two things with this, and luckily I've got two things I can do with this.
We get to the end of the walk, you do the special price.
Yeah, right. Bingo. Quarter ounce.
Cocktail walks instead of cake walks. Exactly.
Quarter ounce of Benedictine. This is the critical ingredient in a sling. Any place that's going to serve you a Singapore sling and not use Benedictine is missing.
Singapore.
You know, boom, boom. You got to have Benedictine. All that is one of those herbal liqueurs. Quite sweet, so you want to put some balance in there. So, let's see. Grenadine I have right here.
Okay. You got,
hello.
Jesus. That grenadine is full on boozy right now.
Oh, well, a little extra booze. Not a big deal.
You got the pineapple juice?
I do have pineapple juice.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, 3/4 of fresh lime, 2 ounces of pineapple. Well, that's quite a heavy hit of pineapple, so I'm glad that I'm adding 3/4 of the lime.
Ugh.
I think it's actually
that
lemon,
a lot of
and
pineapple
I
juice.
don't care. So here we go.
I mean, I like pineapple juice, but that is a lot of pineapple juice.
A lot of pineapple. I might add a little less and see where I get with that.
I would.
But I happen to have a can of pineapple right here. We buy these small cans, which I recommend because you'll use this up. The big can is going to go bad on you unless you have a party.
You really like pineapple.
Or you just have a glass every morning with your Cheerios. So let's go with, I mean, not together, but you can have a glass of pineapple in the morning.
What is the stuff you use a dram of? Come in. Yeah, the biggest bottles. I know. Well, my personal one was chartreuse. We bought a bottle of chartreuse, and I was like, I hate this. And now we have this full-on bottle of it.
I'm going to stop with 1 ounce of pineapple, and I think I'm good.
I would if I were you.
And I think I'm good. And I'm going to go with this is like I think the original formula on this is like half an ounce worth of seltzer. I'm kind of like Phil. Give me like more like an ounce. More like an ounce. Anyway,
right.
You can do more if you like.
Yeah,
Garth, give it a stir and give it a try.
Should I change the pineapple juice, or are we happy with what Jeff?
Oh, dash of bitters. I forgot the bitters. Thank you. Yeah, change the pineapple juice.
I'm gonna change it to 1 ounce.
This was actually adapted. I think Ted Hay put his stamp on this. Well, I'm sure he's doing better than a joint which is using sour mix. And I'm like, that's still too much pineapple.
I want to try it.
There you go.
Okay.
So I recently made a Singapore sling, which is probably, I think, a
good.
Don Beach formula.
It's a good drink. I
And
like
it's,
it.
it's quite good. It's a little simpler than all this. This is like half ounce of this, quarter ounce
Made
of
a
that.
last word with your chartreuse. Oh, so good. Oh, okay. I'm glad something worked out with chartreuse. I'm just not a fan.
Well, I remember buying it. Yeah, like
I'm glad last
20
word
years
worked
ago,
out.
more than 20 years ago. I remember buying a nip bottle of chartreuse and trying it. And I liked it because I thought it had like a similar herbal profile to the Benedictine. It was a lot sharper. It's a lot higher proof and a little less sweet, but still it was in that wheelhouse.
See what works.
And then like never bought a big bottle of it because it's really not cheap. It's like a $65 bottle. I'm like, wow, okay. But finally we found it on like a good enough
New Hampshire.
price.
We found it in New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire. I think it was on sale. Pick up a bottle of this stuff. I wanted to make one drink with it. I make the drink and I'm like, this is terrible.
Like,
so it's like the reason that I bought this, I'm never going to do again. But I made it on the air just to try it again. I'm like, it's still not good. And that is the Alamaguzlum. That's a mouthful.
Was that what it was?
I'd like to see how that got translated in the text in the bottom here.
Like, oh God, we have made a $65 mistake.
I mean, that actually involved peculiar ingredients. So we also had to procure a bottle of Genever to go with that. And
well, we have that.
Which we have.
Yeah.
And frankly,
that was all right. Yeah.
I've used Genever's fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's
not a lot of uses for it, but
the original gin, it's a little sweet and it's kind of malty. So that's kind of fun. It's kind of tastes like it's more in the wheelhouse with a scotch, interestingly enough, even though it's a clear liqueur. So
God,
so good.
So hot in this house.
Yeah, I'm actually enjoying this cooling device over to my left.
We put the air conditioners away because
we were done.
November.
Well, we put the air conditioners away because it was like 36 degrees outside and the house was leaking. We had to put the heat on. So I said, these have to go. And besides, we already
like
had
80 degrees.
We already had the tree up to be the Halloween tree, and I said we have to do this now before it gets too complicated, so I can get the thing out of the window and do it. But right now, I am super hot. It was like 77 out there today, and it really felt like more. So I'm sure the humidity is up a little bit, and it's kind of kicking in. It's been very dry, but there you go.
Here in the twilight. Does anyone remember that song?
Twilight Zone, Twilight Town. Yeah. Big hit from 1981, I think.
Was it a hit?
Yeah. It's like the hit for... Oh, no, that's one of two hits for the Manhattan Transfer.
I was going to say Manhattan Transfer. I remember them.
And right around the same time, there was a big hit with a song called General Hospital. And
they did
Tuxedo Junction. Reference. Yeah. They also did a cover version of Boy from New York City, which was a big hit for them. That's the first time I heard that. So there you go.
Oh,
about 1980.
And he says, trust me, I think you'll enjoy Last Words. So yummy. Amy, I will try it.
I'll give it a try.
And I will try it with an open mind.
Give it a try. I'll be open. I think that
I would love to have something I could use the chartreuse for and have it be good.
There are things which we have because we happen to get a bottle for one reason or another, and we don't use it too often. And when we do use it, we don't use a lot. And I would put in that category, what am I thinking of? Fernet.
Oh, God.
Fernet is one of those things where if you use this much, you've got a flavor note.
I
If you
feel
use
like
that
one
much,
drop.
killed it.
One drop of Fernet
is
okay.
Yeah.
More than one drop, you just destroyed your drink.
Yeah.
Bring it if you disagree with me.
Give it a try. So that's the thing, And well, it's also
Susan,
like
hi. What did I miss?
Susan.
Oh,
well, shucks.
I'm having a drink called Knucking Futs. Paul's having a Singapore sling.
I've already had the suffering bastard, so I've already suffered. Boom, boom, boom. Oh,
W. Curry in Cincinnati. Okay, so we've already watched the
appropriate episode.
Turkeys Away episode once.
We'll be watching it again.
We'll be watching it again and
we'll
again.
be watching it again.
I might watch it tonight.
Might just slap that on. We own it. It's the way we go.
Love to escape to WKRP in Cincinnati.
It's a good place to be. And if you talk about, we're talking.
Yes, I vaguely remember them dropping turkeys out of a helicopter. It's so good. Troy.
Remember them. Yep.
Turkeys Away is the name of the episode.
Yep.
I recommend it. It stands up. It stands up to this day. Yep.
This man needs to be stopped before he promotes again. So, and we're talking about like unseasonal heat, and Daniel's talking about getting home from Boston, and it's
Oh.
97.
Oh my
inside. Good
God.
grief, man! You're gonna be sleeping on the fire escape in that case. Wow,
That is crazy.
that's nuts. I mean, it gets hot in here. In fact, what the hell? The temperature inside has to be like 86
Go
or
check
something.
it.
I want to take a look.
I just
Where do we
keep
go?
thinking that Twilight Zone episode where the Earth is getting so hot that, yeah,
Midnight sun.
Midnight Sun. It's called.
While I'm over here, I'm gonna crack another one.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, humanity.
Yeah, it's fixed now. Thank goodness. Oh boy. Oh, we got two. Oh, the humanity.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you,
Oh,
it's 79 in here right now. That's what the temperature is rating.
that's why I'm
79.
sweating my brains out. I'm sure
I mean, not
makeup like running down my face like Tammy Faye.
at the point where we were taking ACs out of the window, it was because we didn't have the heat on yet, and the temperature was getting like 56. It was really chilly inside, and it was not warm outside at all. It was not doing it. Even with the sun, it wasn't cutting it. All of our peppers died out there because it got too frosty, which is too bad because it was like 77 out there today. Crazy.
We'll never have to go to hell when I die and go to the big.
You come from
Oh,
there.
Eric. Oh, Eric. Oh,
Oh,
Eric,
geez.
sending love. Sending love. I'm just saying.
You know, Eric, that's why there are tiki bars in Texas. So you can get a tall, cool one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
love.
this is the kicker.
Oh,
People talk about like, do you have that barbecue brisket in Texas? It's like, that's hot. You want to chase it with a really tall one? A cold beer is a pretty good idea with that. I'm telling you, we've had the brisket. In fact, a friend of ours brought us a whole package of burnt ends at one point.
He did.
That was heavy smoke. Wow, that was something else. I was like, gee, man, thanks. You know, he packed it in like the ice packs and took it on the plane. That was so cool. Yeah. But
Eric,
anyway,
I feel like we should communicate offline. I'm just saying.
let's just talk. Let's talk.
Anyway,
but I'm glad to hear, and hope that Daniel had a huge block of ice to put on her head during that period. That's craziness, man.
and kombucha tonight. Last night, too many French 75s. Oh, I feel you. Speaking of French 75s.
Yeah, I think.
Burnt ends, yum. Yes,
Oh,
that was good.
You're talking.
That was good.
This is the thing, and the fact is, there aren't that many burnt ends because
Speaking of French 75s,
you only make so many briskets. I mean, you're trimming off the ends. That's like how many are meant, and that's it.
I'm just saying, we have some bubbles.
We do.
In the fridge.
You need a thing.
They're not gonna last.
They're not going to last, nor are they going to drink themselves. So we need to consider such things.
Although once they start drinking themselves, we should all be concerned. AI, the bubbles that drink themselves.
I just realized that I changed the time on everything except for out there, which is now actually off.
Whatever, we're not out
lights.
there.
Lights. I have to remember this. I changed all the clocks and I forgot the lights on timers. Okay.
Satellite loves burnt ends too. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
All right, I'm gonna give myself just a little drizzle of brandy.
You probably got a drizzle of brandy.
Not too much.
You might as well just kill it.
No,
there's not that much left.
Tiny bit.
Might as well.
All right, fine. If I get effed up tonight, blame it on Paul.
I didn't say anything but effed. That's just a few drops.
You heard him.
Anyway.
Okay.
You've got some lemon juice back there.
Yes. This can go in the recycle bin. Okay. So I'm just thinking chocolate because we all need chocolate.
We all need chocolate during times of stress.
When Paul's mom left us, I remember his cousin saying, "You need chocolate at times like this." I'm like, yeah, you do.
And I remember a family friend for many years sent food and said, "You need to eat."
It's all your fault, Paul.
Need to eat.
You have to fight for your right to party. All right, so
I literally heard that the other day when I was going to the office.
Brandy, chocolate, lemon. Now I need those bubbles.
I got them.
What are in the fridge?
What are they? Are
the bubbles? What are in the fridge?
Hooray. You see, they're still viable. Come on. Stand up.
Okay. Hey.
Coming your way.
All right. Here we go.
Boom, 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 boom. Hello.
Okay. Markel, my nephew who lives in Phoenix says the sun is different here where I live. In the summer, at least. Interesting. Okay. All right.
You can get like a different perspective
Right.
on the sun.
Oh, Eric
depending.
says who's going
Yeah.
to Inhale?
Oh, hello. Yep. What's happening in
Oh, good night, Peter.
January
Thank you for
again, I believe.
joining us.
Thanks, Peter. I know Peter actually has to get up
Yeah,
early for these
I know.
things.
I feel you, Peter.
I mean, I'm actually at the home office tomorrow. In fact, I'll probably for at least part of the day be at my standing desk right here.
Although I gotta say, I have been going to bed really early lately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like by 9:30, I'm like, I've had it. I'm done.
Things get you tired.
I'm done. Okay.
And you know, my days. I started early today. I was awake at about 6.
It's
Maybe.
a dry heat.
And
Oh,
they
jeez.
always say that. And I didn't really get back to sleep, so I'm working on about 13 hours now. It's feeling a little long.
He can't sleep. I feel so bad for him.
Actually, I didn't wake up at 4. Like I usually wake up at 4 and I'm awake for about 2 hours. And then if I have to get up at 6,
I need
well, there
him
you
to
go.
be okay.
But usually I fall asleep at 6
I need him to be
until
okay,
about
so-
8 or so, and then I'm good. You know, no.
You need to be able to sleep.
Damn it, I do. And
If you don't sleep, it could lead to heart attacks. I read that online.
at least all sorts of health
I
elements.
read it online.
And I certainly know that sleep deprivation is
extremely
extremely
me
bad.
too, Kelly. I think it's because the weather is changing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't sleep. Yeah, it's rough.
Come here in July. It's like living on the sun. Oh. Honestly, usually I like hot weather, except lately I'm like, is this okay? I don't know.
You know, I'm just thinking that just immediately
Errol
puts
says I'll probably go in Friday. I'll make almost 3 weeks since I've been in the
office.
office. Oh,
lucky man. Oh, what a lucky man he was.
although, should I say this? I shouldn't say this, right? About being in your office on Friday.
What do you mean? No, you shouldn't say that. That's
I
fine.
shouldn't say. I'm not going to say it.
No, there's no need. I was in the office on Friday because I was going to the
Totally
record
by
fair.
himself.
Yeah, solo. I was there with about 9 other people. People don't go to the office on
After
Friday.
105, hot was hot. That's only 10 days or boy.
Oh man, yeah. Well, we had our
Ooh,
heat
that
wave.
is hot. That is hot.
Between July and August, we had the heat wave, which was still better than like 2022. Was super hot and dry. Lawn died. I was out there building a set without my shirt on because it was just way too brutal.
I don't think I got any photos of that actually.
Well, nobody needs to see that. But I actually, I was just out there with the old power drill, zip, 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 putting all the stuff together. And you know what? You've seen the movie. It looks great. It looked exactly like I wanted it to. And we did it all here. Put it in the truck and took it to the set. It was good.
So, okay, all right.
Just don't sleep in the
Keep
subway.
telling Harold not to forget his red stapler. Oh.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I told him that they're not getting the swing line stapler anymore, and I have the inferior boss stitch, and I'm not happy with them, etc., etc. There you go. Yeah. Just don't sleep in the subway.
I have to look all right on Friday.
Amy, you realize there was a whole show in the 60s called Subways Are for Sleeping, which I believe was Comden and Green. It's got a couple good tunes in it, as I recall. But heat, cold, heat. But here we are. It's like it's not going to cool off. I've got the windows cracked in the bedroom.
I rock a swing line.
Brown swing
I
line.
love that. I rock a swing line.
When I was a kid growing up,
I just love that. I'm just picturing it like I have a swing line.
When I was a kid growing up in
Kevin, hi, good to see you.
Southern Rhode Island, you were privy to the big, huge boss stitch factory in East Greenwich, which had been there since about 1946. And you know what? You wanted a boss stitch, but they were good machines.
We had the wettest summer since 1942. My outside tiki bar was inundated. Oh, Kevin.
Dang it, man. I hear that.
Oh, I went to that building before they demolished it here in Dallas office space. Oh my God.
Oh, that is gone now.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Lisa said,
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Hey, Peter, channel 6, press exam.
I love Lawrence. Watch out for the cornhole.
Yeah. Hey, Lawrence, you over there? No, man. I know what you screwing my life up to. Great bits. Great bits. The just great characters. It's a really.
I just remember
a fantastic ensemble.
The first time I ever became aware of Office Space was I was working at a company
with an office, you know,
with an office
in an office at a company.
I was working in an office, and one of my Haitian coworkers hit me to Office Space. Like, this movie is so good. Love it. Yeah.
Funny bits.
I'll just leave it at that.
I had a friend who was talking about that too. So like we had like, you know, two different things.
TPS reports. We need a drink called your TPS reports. I wonder if we've done that.
I feel like we have done that in the past.
I'm going to see if we've done TPS reports.
Take a look into the archives and see if we've done a TPS. I feel like we have to have done that sometime in the past.
If we haven't, we'll remedy it right now.
Doing live here for about 10 years, I think. I feel like somewhere in there we did a TPS. The great thing about the TPS
we might have done it.
Is that all of his managers, and there are 3 of them, keep telling him, "Do you have a copy of that memo? Oh, you don't have a copy? I'll get you a copy of the memo." It's like, oh, for Pete's sake.
All right. Well, it's not on there.
Mm-hmm. That one has the SOB Boilermaker.
I've got to say Canva.
That's recent too.
No, Canva has. I feel like their
search engine is not that great.
Exactly.
They're giving you some terrible things here. Why are they giving you that?
Anything that has T, P, and S.
Oh man,
is coming up. So you keep talking.
You did actually just type TSP, by the way.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's going to give you a teaspoon of things, which is not where you want to be.
I've had some drinks.
I'm just saying.
TPS. Sorry. Office Space. We did a whole video on Office Space.
Of course, there's a TPS report. Bourbon drink. Oh, wow.
A case of the Mondays. 15 pieces of TPS report.
Oh, well, that's 3 different types of bourbon. And then Irish whiskey.
You could do rye. You could do rye. No, you could do rye.
I love it. It's a totally
whiskey?
A totally redundant drink. I love it. We do not have Irish whiskey.
We can't do this tonight, but we could do one of these other Office Space
It's got
drinks.
4 kinds of whiskey and 3 kinds of bitters. It's the Department of Redundancy Cocktail Department.
In case someone could. Oh wait, we don't have vanilla, do we?
Liqueur?
I was going to say we could do a case of the Mondays.
Oh, yeah, I think we're kind of out. Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad. We have a lot of other liqueurs.
We could do Milton's Revenge.
Yeah, well, we could do these things. But you have a drink. You're good.
No, I'm good.
The Red Swing Line. Mm-hmm. Campari Lager.
Maybe we'll do it next week.
Maybe we will. We've been inspired. We have been so inspired.
Next week.
Thank you. There we go. Back to Office Space. Hello.
I don't count 7 pieces of flair on you. Usually he's all about the flair. We don't have it tonight.
I think I've got no flair on me.
Michael Bolton.
I mean, I've got like a sort of, I've got an insignia right here, but that's it. I wore a different hat.
Michael Bolton.
Yeah, usually I'll have about 46 pieces of flair on me. And people will look at the hat and they go, I love that hat, you know? Whoop,
there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
There it is. Okay.
The funny thing is we do these carnivals and I have my old hat. And I've removed about half. I've moved about half of the hardware off of that sucker. And people look at that like, I love that hat. And I'm thinking to myself, you haven't seen the new hat. That's got even more stuff on it. Pretty crowded. Your design here, you know.
I have an idea.
That's actually the most valuable retail space available right now.
If you're in the mood, are you in the mood to do a drink?
I still got this. I'm good for the moment. It's going to run out though, you know.
I feel like if we're in the mood,
instant failure,
do another drink, we could do one called the Janky Carnival. And if you're not in the mood, we can do it next week.
We could probably do that next week.
It will still be janky next week.
It'll still be janky. Do it next week because I just want some bubbles.
All right,
I'm going to go with that. We're going to go with that.
F&A.
Hey, Peter. I got 10 to 4.
All right. We might. Okay, we have to also preserve our health. We have to also preserve our. Our
Come on with it, man.
No. I'm being funny. I'm being funny.
I know you're being funny.
We have to also preserve our health.
Yeah.
So
No, it's true. Got to keep going
there's
for you.
always next week to do janky, screwy, effed up
Screwy,
drinks.
Louis, all this kind of business. Yeah, the janky carnival.
The
I
janky
think
carnival. I'm gonna write these ideas down.
most carnivals
Janky carnival.
actually have a janky aspect.
I'm writing it down.
By virtue of the fact that they have these rides that they put together, and you're on them, and then they're active for 2 weeks, and then they get broken down and sent somewhere else. And I think, how many times do you reassemble that roller
Janky
coaster?
carnival.
Man, it gives you the
Hold
chills.
on, I'm writing it down. Janky
Although we actually rode
carnival.
2 of those at our local,
and we lived. Woohoo!
One of them was this thing that's just like this
Okay.
roller coaster up and down the hills, which was called the Himalaya.
What else were we
A
gonna
lot of fun,
do?
although I tell you, the centrifugal and centripetal force of that thing is going to kill you.
What else were we gonna do?
Oh, I forget. And we also rode this thing that was like Pharaoh's Revenge,
Message
that just like
us.
swung you this way and that way and this way and that way,
That was messed
which
up.
was fairly. It totally terrified this
It was
young
messed up.
kid, and I just wanted to go up to her and say,
Janky
"Oh
carnival.
man, I was like freaked out, kid."
Next week is
Let me
going to
tell
be Janky Carnival drinks.
Don't worry about it, kid. You're okay.
So be prepared and let us know your ideas
please.
for Janky Carnival drinks.
I mean, people come up
you
with
said
great
left
drink
about
ideas.
Office Space, and you said that you got it all covered. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
project
geez.
manager looks like. Yeah.
Oh man.
I need a coffee mug. This is not a coffee mug. So, Peter, yeah. I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in on Saturday. And I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday, too. We're really coming up on the wire here. And we need your help to get this Y2K stuff done. Man. Jakey Carnival drinks Smoky Shaggy. I think something with a popcorn flavor, because that's a classic carnival thing, and something with a cotton candy flavor, because that's another classic carnival. We used to have a cotton candy flavored syrup, but I think it started to get like calcified, so we tossed that. And that was from our friend Patrick, who kind of dared us to make a drink out of it, and we did, and it was good.
Scooby-Doo drinks.
Oh yeah, seriously, janky.
Oh.
But there is actually a buttered popcorn flavored vodka out there. It looks heinous.
God.
I might
We
have
can
to
do
do.
better.
I might have to
We
do
can do
something
better.
else. I'm just saying.
We can do better.
There are corn liquor is basically bourbon, and you can add a sort of buttery flavor yourself. We did recently on the show. You did the butterwash bourbon, so
I did.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Did do that.
Pretty good. People like that. The fat washing. It's crazy. It's kind of stupid,
The
but
weed
it's
in
pretty
every
good.
glass.
Yep.
I know. How do you get? Well, this is just my homework, right? How do you get weed in every glass?
What do you mean?
A little weed in every glass.
It depends on what we're talking about here. Now, these days, we probably know what you're talking about, and we don't do that here on the air.
But I'm not opposed to the idea.
But the simple fact is, many people who use certain substances, and they do
feel
fine.
like, yeah,
So-
like I'm not anti anything. Like I feel like if it's making your day better,
If it's making your day,
I'm 100% in favor of it.
if it's making your day better and it works, there you go. I'm having a Singapore sling.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking
That's the
like,
killer.
Herbs of nature in every
Herbs of
glass.
nature.
Exactly. I know.
Oh,
I'm
yep.
okay. All right. All
Good.
right.
Things to try.
People need
things to
to
try.
message us where we can get these recipes because we do booze.
We do.
We do booze. Happy to
You're looking at it.
infuse our booze.
Infused booze. Mhm.
I have no issue with that whatsoever. But that has to be legal
Mhm.
and
Legit.
legit. And like other than that, I'm all in. I'm all in. So let us know.
You hear about some infusions from the Far East with like poisonous snakes
Federal
and
legislation of
animal-
cannabis already. What?
animal appendages and etc. And I think,
Ugh. It's-
yeah,
It's
a
legal
little
here. It's
chancy.
legal here too. The
Yeah, true.
last time I checked.
Personal use is legal in New York State. I think it's
Exactly.
not regulated
It's like Scooby
exactly
Snacks,
as it should be,
exactly.
but you can find a dispensary.
I'm trying, but you better believe I'm smoking. Troy,
Hey, Troy.
I'm all about you smoking.
Troy, go to town.
Go to town.
Or better yet,
Exactly.
smoke it here. So
Smoke it for me too. Like
Man.
you can
Yeah.
smoke my shirt. Yeah, I'm all about it. Boy.
I tell you, these things that we do, that we have to do. But in the meantime, still enjoying the Singapore. Singapore is getting low though. Wow, gotta do something.
Oh, I will. Trust this.
Gotta tell you.
I'm
Mm.
Troy. We're fighting the good fight. Yeah.
Could you pass me the shaker that's right there, please? Behind you.
Mm.
Bussing some things out of here. Here we go.
Dude. I feel like I need to be the Shaggy. I know. I know. I don't even know what to say. He took some stuff away.
Take it away, boys.
Oh, you're back.
I'm back. I was just getting rid of some things because they're
know.
crowding me back here. We used to have this table where I could bust things, and then the new setup, I don't have that anymore.
You know,
So that's life.
I will take a pretzel rod.
They're over there.
They're right there.
No, they're not.
You got rid of them? He got rid of the pretzel rods.
So I had my spray.
We're at local bar snacks.
There we go. So I can keep
Eric, hey, I'm glad you
Hey.
joined us. We were missing
you.
you.
I know.
Thank you for joining us.
clean. Yeah, Diamond's here
All right.
somewhere. Haven't heard from him in
Yes,
a while.
I
Is he still
know.
here?
It's.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not judging anyone
We know what it's all about.
All right.
We know.
Paul's
what
gonna
it's
go
all
grab
about.
me a pretzel rod because
I will do that. I should have done it a second ago, but I didn't hear the request. So let's go.
I did not realize the pretzel rods left.
Yeah. Not locally.
We're down to pretzel
Yeah, man.
rods. I'm just saying. Thank you.
There you go.
Right.
La 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 la.
I'm here to say hi. Oh, Eric.
Hey.
I know.
So good. Look,
I
I
know.
know.
I feel you
I know.
so hard.
You know. We know. You sent us some great music recently. Keep doing it. This is very important these days because this is cool stuff. We really enjoyed it. So keep going.
Oh, I saw the beginning statement you made, which is why I didn't come in. Eric, that was not for you.
That wasn't for you personally. No.
That was not for you.
No. Seriously.
No.
I'm sorry if you got that impression. It was
Yeah.
we have been afflicted by trolls from time to time, not necessarily people who show up here often, and they like to cause trouble. So they get moderated out. And right now, there's going to be a lot of people
Sorry you thought that.
trying that sort of thing. Our regulars, I don't have any problem with the regulars.
When do we pay our trees for the holiday?
Soon enough, because we've already got the big tree up.
I will
because
probably
it goes up
start
for
before
Halloween.
Thanksgiving because
Got a lot of trees.
yeah.
You got to start early. I think about
Yeah,
our correspondents in the Bay Area, San Francisco, who have to start in September putting up the trees. Pepper tree has to start like first or second week September to get ready for December. It's nuts. And I hear it because it's nuts around here. And I don't know how we do it in the time we've got. But they start a little earlier and put up a whole ton of stuff. Absolutely crazy. If you were here with us on very early on January 1st of this year, you saw them and they were talking about it all. And we had a great time. I had been like totally conked out before then, but then I revived. And this has got to be about 4 or 5 in the morning. We were talking for a couple of hours. And it was just really, really fun. but they put up a ton of trees. They put up all this decor and like all this food and candy and I love these guys. It's just amazing. So, yep, there we go. Yep. So I need to get something because I just bust my glass out of here. What am I talking about? What am I going to do? Let's go. Zoop.
Sorry.
Hello. Got a flute. If I start with a flute, I might start with a chilled flute, but I don't have one, so I'm going to put an ice cube in it. The next thing I'm going to do is put a little pineapple in it because I've got pineapple. Normally I wouldn't do that because I've got it, but I got it. So there we go. Third thing we're going to do is put a little bit of lemon in there because I've got it. Got it. I've got it. The next thing I'm going to do is find myself a base liquor, and we happen to have the gin over there. If you could pass that to me, please.
Gin?
Gin. Okay. Gin. There you go. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put a measured amount in there. I'm going to make it 3/4 of an ounce because I want this to be enough that I can tell it's there, but not so much that it's going to get me schnockery-noed because I've already had a few. Let's see. Boom. We still got gin. Okay. Good.
Keep doing that. I gotta reply to some people. Hold on.
It's a good base. Next, what you need to do is grab your bubbles and then add it. All I'm really doing is adapting the usual French 75 formula. At the end of the day, what's the 75? Make a sidecar, put it in a glass like this, top with bubbles. There you go. Well, a sidecar is full strength. So you're putting bubbles on that. That's an accelerant. That's you're getting the idea here. This drink was probably devised right around the end of the Great War when people really, really needed a drink. And in the United States, they suddenly couldn't get it. It's got to be a real kick in the keister to come home from war and have people tell you can't have it.
So glad to see you.
Hey,
thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Yay!
I haven't seen you in a while. But you've been busy.
Well, I've been seeing you on my personal messages.
And there you go.
Yeah.
So I hope Portland's doing just fine. We're having this miniature heat wave here. Wow. And our correspondents in Albany are saying the same.
Degrees in here right now.
It's a little warm, I gotta tell you. And we do
Eric.
this, but
Eric, I'm trying to reply to you. Hold on. That was why I got on my Eric.
Oh, that's so good.
Eric, that was not for you.
Simple. Yeah, it really wasn't.
It was really not.
I'm sorry if you got that impression. That's, we have to put these calls out there from time to time because you're in a situation where people might get the impression they can say anything. And I think,
Eric, I'm replying to you right now.
As much as it's an open forum here, we're not here for offensive speech. We're like that thing. This is more of a laid back thing where people are safe to speak their mind about things. This is what we do. Any topic is good. We talk about things that are fairly adult. This is why I frequently say, is this child-friendly content? No, it is not. I mean, we're talking about booze. Of course. Don't be silly. Do we talk about anything and everything? Yeah, pretty much. All sorts of, a hell of a lot of media happens here. All sorts of music, all sorts of movies, all sorts of print. People will talk about books. I've been talking about Stephen King books. He writes these huge, long books where a lot of people get murdered horribly. Well, some people love that. I enjoy the pictures. I'm going to say I've never read a Stephen King book. Bit of a commitment. But what else does happen, though?
Eric, I have sent you a personal message.
Yes, thank you.
I have sent you a personal message. Yeah. Now.
But,
yeah. No.
Yeah. No.
There
you go. So, yeah.
Hold on.
Yep.
I hate thinking that anyone was upset by that.
If anybody thinks that anything here is specifically directed at them, Probably not.
Let us know, because
have to
it
send out-
probably is not.
We have to send out generalized messages to the entire public so people know what's what. And all we're trying to do is keep the trolls on their toes.
Exactly.
Because once they realize that this is not that kind of place, they'll probably stop. And if they don't, moderate out. We've certainly done that. You've seen interesting things. We had something at one point where somebody was just dropping a lot of Cyrillic on us. And it was just like, oh, that's really mysterious. Except that Errol can read
What
this.
was the Scooby snack made of? Did you
I did not respond to
address
that one.
one?
No. I'm going to imagine that was
Cannabis.
something that resembled
Cannabis. I'm just saying.
It looks like something in the Little Debbie family, to tell you the truth. Although one
Little
imagines
Debbie cannabis.
That's a tie-in that's not going to happen. I'm just telling you.
Scooby has your message.
It's not going to happen. But I'm thinking that's what it looks like to me. It's some sort of brownie thing.
Eric, I sent it to your email. Go to your email.
The thing is, like,
Yeah.
the Scooby snack looks like some sort of brownie bite, which means that. Wait a minute. So, yeah. I mean, I know that Shaggy himself looks like he indulges in all that. But, of course, he was voiced by anybody? Casey Kasem. And Casey, among other things, wanted the Scooby snacks because Shaggy would always be eating something nondescript, because Casey was a vegetarian. So he didn't want Shaggy to be eating burgers.
Oh, Eric, good.
Yep.
We love you. Eric, you're one of us. You're one of us. I am so sad that you got caught up in that, but that's the day, right?
Yeah, but this is the thing we were talking about.
That's
the thing
the
we're
day.
talking about.
Pardon me.
Eric Tiki is talking about the Little Debbie brownies. Saying they were horrible. I'm like, oh yeah, they were a little stiff, as I recall, and it was like this like sort of a dry, cakey thing coated with very fudgy stuff. But it was all packaged up, and it was very, very pre-done.
Hi, Ben. Good to see you. Thank you for
I got to admit that I
us.
really liked that kind of stuff back in the day, and I haven't had one in a
Infused
long
flour
time.
rosin with olive oil.
Mm.
What?
Mm.
Okay, I'm into that. I'm into that idea.
Hey, I use rosin in the workshop all the
My
time.
best friend's mom used to make brownies with a special ingredient.
Little naivete.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I remember I was just corresponding with a friend this morning about things, and I remember his was the household when I was younger in the 1970s. That was very hip. And I remember there was a party at his folks' place at one point that my mother attended, and my young friend was very concerned that his father-in-law was in the back smoking dope with his friends. And he thought that would offend my mother. And I think, you know, my mother didn't do any of that kind of stuff. I understand what he was talking about. He didn't understand that my mother had actually done her internship in Red Hook, New York, where people were getting shot. Where, like, she was seeing bodies and things, you know. So this is the thing, you know. And the funny thing is, like, she was not this like this big boisterous gal. She was this tall.
His mom was like this tall as she was a minute.
And she would terrorize you because she had intention. And this is very important. People were intimidated by her. This is good. This is very good. And she was very good at what she did.
Well, Johnny eats his brownie and go to bed. Mom and friends
What a party. There you go. Thanks, Mom and Dad. It's getting kind of sleepy, you know.
My mom was like that. Oh,
you know.
Kelly, I don't know if you saw, you give Eric Tiki my email if you can. Okay, wait. All right.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
Yes.
We can
Eric,
put the Erics
I can
together.
Do it. Eric, I can give Eric your email.
We can put things together.
I can do this.
We were just at
I'm only 2 drinks in.
We were just at an event recently, one of these carnies, where one of the folks who works this regularly on staff was talking about her son. She just had a kid. The kid's really getting kind of big. And I was telling her, is he going to be one of these kids who's like 6'5" and terrorize my mother, who's about this tall? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be like a total Filipino mama. And like, because that's her heritage. And I thought that's just hilarious that you're just going to be like,
Here I
don't
am.
do this, don't do that.
Here
you
I
know?
am, like
You
I'm.
know?
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my comments on my own
Yeah.
video. This is so weird. Hold on. I might have to do this
It's-
when I'm more sober.
It's always
but
fun when more things happen.
Eric,
over
I might
here.
have to do this when I'm more sober.
We'll take care of this. Don't worry
But
about it.
we'll make it work.
We know
Okay.
the request came
Eric,
in
I've got your email. That's
You
not
know.
a thing.
Oh, we do
I
have-
to
yeah, we
get
do have your
other
email.
Eric's
Absolutely.
email.
because we've actually corresponded quite a bit
Eric and
with Dime,
Eric.
and we've actually gotten music from both you and Dime. So yeah,
I just have to. I might have to do
Yes.
this tomorrow.
okay.
I'm looking at all of this going like, I give up. I have to do this tomorrow. Okay, but
If
Eric,
it is too daunting,
Eric, I will get Eric,
goodbye.
your other Eric Tiki. If you could give me your email address, that would be super helpful.
We'll put the Erics together. Eric meet Eric. Eric meet Eric.
Yes, Eric Tiki.
There you go.
If you could get me your email address, I will send it to E1.
Yep. Okay, so Eric
Thank
Tiki,
you.
you have not
Alright,
sent me
alright.
anything, but E1 has done that. So I've actually gotten that from him from Time Music. And
Okay.
Eric
Alright.
Tiki, if you have anything to send us, let us know.
Oh, Lisa, are you going to bed?
She's actually sending somebody to bed. But I don't think that was it. As a matter of fact.
Lisa, I thought you were going to bed for a minute. I was sad. But
We're still going. We're still going.
I was
Hey, look,
sad.
we've been going for almost 2 hours. Still going. Pardon. Still standing. Still making things happen.
I don't want to be sad.
I know I have to disappear from time to time
I don't want
to
be
find an ingredient I didn't bring over here 2 hours ago because I'm a
I
bonehead.
don't want to be
But
sad.
dang it,
I
we
was
got it all.
sad
We
and I
made
don't
it
want
happen.
that.
Had a
Oy.
suffering bastard in a Singapore sling, and I moved on to sort of a
So much
75-ish.
sadness.
Yeah.
So much sadness. I don't
Oh,
want to be sad.
there's no sadness.
I don't want to
There's
be
no
sad.
sadness.
I don't want to be sad.
Nobody wants to be sad. Although I got to say, if you are, got all the sound effects over here. What else do we have in here? What's this one here? This one is,
Still here, just not the favorite son. Oh, no, Eric, I feel like you are though, because we're trying to get you
we're trying
hooked
to
up.
put you together.
Trying to get you hooked up.
Here's the thing.
No. Oh, gross. Gross.
Whoops. Push the
Gross.
wrong
Oh,
button.
Lisa's still here. Okay, all right. All
Yes.
right. All right.
That's it.
How hard would it be to transform this broadcast to the sofa?
A lot of work.
Oh,
For what it's worth.
we need an intern. You
For
all.
what it's worth. We need the secondary cam. Then you can just
We
like
need an
switch over and be
intern.
done. Boom. Switch to the sofa cam because we've done the broadcast out in the tiki room where we have
Well,
bar cam.
Eric isn't here
Of course.
today. I feel you, Eric.
Yeah. I tell you.
I feel you.
That's
No, that none of that was ever about you,
No.
Eric.
I'm
We love you, Eric.
sorry we get that impression.
No,
All of our
never,
regulars-
never,
All of our
never
regulars
about you.
know that you're here in a safe space and you can talk about
I
fun
just
stuff.
didn't want
Fun
anyone
stuff.
to show up and be ugly. Because
Hmm.
I've seen it and I'm not gonna lie.
Um,
Eric's so the best. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Oh, Tiki Mon.
Come
Hi,
on.
Tiki Mon.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
lurking here, enjoying your banter. Oh, thank you.
Anytime. So that
Oh.
was actually on Brian Ticket's
Oh,
show, right?
missed you
Yep.
both on the live happy
yeah,
hour
that's
show.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we'll be there in December.
We will be there in December.
I
See
know. I'm
you
excited. Yes,
in
yes,
December.
yes.
But for sure, yeah, no, we just had a thing. The way it worked out was a lot of stuff on our end, and we just had to pre-record. Well, you know what? It was cool. It was a lot of fun. We had good fun doing it, and then people were able to tune in and like just enjoy this segment.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure like Brian is a great host, and you know, take him. You're doing it. You're making it happen. You're a great host
See
too.
what happens next week.
Yeah.
Eric, we love you.
Please,
We love you.
we'll see what it goes.
I'm not mistaking you. Like, we love you, Eric.
Yeah.
So
By the way, we had a comment recently about the Mr. T sound box. You mean
Get up, fool!
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You
all
do need
right.
one of these. You do. You definitely need one of these. I think Errol
Hmm.
needs one of these for meetings where he's just like, "Don't give me no back talk, sucker." That's the thing, Mr. T in your pocket. Excuse me. I pity the fool. You know. I pity the fool.
Maybe if anything is earlier.
He really does pity the fool.
We don't have a gig book this weekend.
We do not.
I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what
Might be
happens.
a thing.
We'll see what happens.
It might be a thing. I'm not going to promise.
One thing we have in quantity right now is monster
'cause-
cereal, a lot of it, and we got to do something.
No, but
with
I'm
it.
just thinking, like you all are tired, and we also are tired. I'm like you know, I want to be everything for everyone. And I'm like, I'm freaking tired too. So.
Well, you know, it's been a long.
I'd love to say
it's been a long season.
I'd love to say we'll be here,
and here we are,
Saturday or Sunday, but I can't promise.
Bizarre results. What can I tell you? So we really try to deliver the quality to you at all times because like that's what we're here for. We'll make some fun drinks. I make an auxiliary drink. It's an awesome thing. This is basically Friend 75. It's a little light, but it's good.
By the way.
Oh, but we have more bubbles. We can take care of you.
Bring them out.
Yep,
Bring them out.
Sure. Yeah, let's do.
I love all the love that's going around here. Man. Oh, everyone's sharing love.
What else have I got in here? Don't make me mad. Truth. Shut up, fool. Shut up.
I love that. I love that you're all communicating.
I always think to myself, if I'm occupied, talk amongst yourselves. And away we go. Eric's the best. Yeah.
Circus is this weekend. I'm working both days. Oh, Daniel.
Oh, wow.
Don't forget the last word. Wait.
Oh, the last word, cocktail.
Capitalize the last words. So
it's a cocktail.
The cocktail, or is there an event?
It's a cocktail. That's what she's talking about.
Okay.
Because Amy talked about that earlier in the broadcast.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep, that's the one. I'm going to kill this because there's that much. Out of bubbles. Oh, well.
Oh. Who knew we needed to buy a case? Anyway.
You always need to buy a case. I would just keep myself stocked up on that Trader Joe's Blanc de Blanc because that's like the best stuff for the best price. It's not the best stuff, but it is the best stuff for the best price.
Did I say that out loud?
And what did you say? Nothing. And the fact is that we do not have access to a Trader Joe's with liquor right now. We used to have one on 14th Street in the big city, and they did away with that store, and people are bereft.
But it only had wine.
Yeah, but they had bubbles, therefore.
But it did not have anything but bubbles.
And wine. Still wine and bubbly wine.
Wine is bubbles.
Yes, they didn't have liquor. You couldn't buy whiskey there. I know
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So yes, but
yes, we're on the same page. Oh my God, everyone's so hostile.
What hostility? What hostility?
Everyone's so hostile. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, I did the thing that gets me.
I need to get out of bed tomorrow morning, so don't be hostile.
The thing that gets me is that Joe's did away with their wine store and didn't replace it. I'm like, oh. They have limited liquor licenses.
We need to make wind chimes out of tiki drink.
Oh, well, you know,
it's like Mai Tai.
You need to get that Ronco bottle carver where you can make glasses out of them and then just make a chime out of the damn thing.
Oh man, you just said that.
I found one of those at a yard sale in the 80s and tried it. It sucked. It was terrible.
A Ronco bottle maker?
Yeah, it was like you would take a bottle and like it had this sort of a stand-up glass cutter, and it was terrible. It was just terrible.
We need another drink. I know. Got rum. All right.
Got rum?
It's on you, boo.
Well, we do got rum. We have very good rum, as a matter of fact, because it's right behind me. It was right behind me. But we can get it again.
Trader Joe's. Oh, Amy.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
Amy, we love you.
I know.
Amala.
I know you can get the bitters.
Amala.
We're good on those.
Send me your email address. I was trying to send you our Patreon drinks last week, and I realized I don't have your email address. So
please let us know.
Email address. because you're one of us.
Somewhere we got rum. If I can find it, I'll work with it because we do have a lemon juice still, and we have liqueurs. We can make things happen. We're out of bubbles, though.
Don't you seem spent? Don't worry. It's like 9:55. Don't worry. About
Okay,
it.
well, yeah. Next week we've got rum. Tikimon, join us in a week. We're going to see you. We're
Join
going to
us in
see
a
you.
week. I gotta keep this guy okay.
Well, I feel good right
I gotta
now.
keep him okay.
feel good,
I
you
know
know,
you do,
we're
but
good.
Amy will do. Okay, great, awesome. Okay,
Awesome. Awesome.
should have a glass
For
cutter
making
rig.
bottleneck guitar slides. Yeah.
Oh, kind of works. Oh, I was still back. I make
Eric's
gin.
making gin.
Eric, you're making gin. What?
Thanks, Mon.
What?
See you in a
Okay,
week.
all right, all
See you in a
right.
week.
all right.
I'm glad to see you
I'll
here.
try to make it. Okay, all right.
Yep.
No, we can't. We can't.
We're not.
I'm becoming very cognizant of the fact that we can't go on forever.
Oh, I know. That's
Like,
well. That's life. That's
We're
life.
human. We're human beings.
I will actually note to the folks who are making.
I have a bottle of Amaro from Trader Joe's. What?
Oh, wow.
They have
What?
that?
Where you are?
Amy.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool.
Amala.
That's kind of cool.
Amala.
Let's
What?
talk. Let's talk. I'm talking to the folks who are making
Oh,
liquor out there.
Julie.
We understand that's illegal, but if you're making it, I'd like to try it.
Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's love
If you're making bitters, that's totally
We'll live
legal. That's
forever.
fine. If you're making wine, legal. Beer, legal.
does not want me
Yep.
to go over.
Ah,
all right. I
well,
know.
also true.
I know. It's
Also true. About that
But-
time.
it is about that time,
About that
I
time.
guess.
Well, this is
We love each and every one of you. I'm not gonna lie, I was super worried about doing this broadcast.
but you warned people.
I did.
And-
I put out posts, which I
People-
did not think
People stayed on their toes.
would make a difference. But I feel like I don't know.
Ultimately, look,
I did not have to moderate anyone, which makes
Our-
me super happy.
our crowd here understands what this is all about. And the fact is, I love you for it. You know that this is just
do.
good
I do.
conversation and a few good drinks. And if you have that idea for that thing that your aunt had at that place in Fort Worth in 1972, talk to us. Maybe we can figure that out. Sometimes these things are a lot
And-
simpler than all that.
And if we can't,
We'll do our best.
we will try to figure it out. But
You know, sometimes
also, we love you. We love you.
Love you.
Like your spirit, and we love who you are. So
I'm
yeah.
otherwise talking to
I'm
a
thinking
wall
I'm
over
thinking
here.
of some of our friends who showed up tonight.
So-
I'm like,
Look, I mean, it's just like on a day like today, you showed up for a regular
you
broadcast.
did.
You had a lot of fun. We had some laughs. We had a few drinks, a little song, a little dance, a little seltzer down your pants. That's what the
And-
show is all about.
It's just no. I love you all.
Aw.
Love you all. I
Well,
can't
you know
think
what?
of a clap.
You know,
Like,
our community.
I don't know. I love you all,
Our community.
and I don't know what to say besides that.
Listen, this is not like this thing ends at the end of this broadcast. Amy says it right. Our community. You know our mail here. You know how to contact us.
Eric, thank you.
Send us messages. Do you
I
need a
love
thing?
you.
You
I
want
love
to
you,
check something
thank
out?
you.
That's
I
the thing.
love
You want to get in
thank
touch with
you.
somebody? We're trying to put the Erics
I-
together. Make sure that Eric Tiki sends us his information so we can put it together with E1. Because,
thank
you know,
you.
this is
Like-
all tons of fun. E1 met Dime on these broadcasts and they correspond regularly and they do music projects together. And I've contributed to those too. I make weird stuff. This is all about
I'm
fun.
just like
This is all about fun.
I love you. Like I don't. The rest of it, like whatever,
Well,
whatever. Like
You know.
just Emma.
Yeah, no. Thank you, Eric. Okay, we'll get to that.
Yes,
We'll make things
yes.
happen.
Yeah, I'm like I
And there
don't
you
know
go.
what to say except
Hey, listen, I got nothing else.
oh,
At the end of the day,
man.
you know what it's all about. Are you ready? Folks,
Okay.
it's been a good couple of hours. Probably right now, it's been a good couple of hours. I know you've all been through a lot.
We sure as hell have.
Don't worry. Your room, your food, comped. But always remember, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, I'm channeling Gary Marshall over here.
He is in Lost in America. Go watch the film if you don't get it.
You'll figure it out, all
You'll
right?
figure it out.
What you do, okay?
His heart's
Okay,
in the
you
right
got that?
place.
You got that part? We'll see you soon, okay?